The heavens stretched endlessly, a sanctuary of peace and light, yet two figures sat upon a radiant cloud with heavy hearts. Below them, earth turned in its ceaseless dance, humanity bustling and chaotic. Jesus Christ and Santa Claus gazed at the world, their eyes filled with a mixture of sorrow and yearning.
For 2,000 years I've watched them misunderstand my message. I came to remind them of the Father's love, that they are never separate from God. I taught them to forgive, to love one another as themselves, and to seek the kingdom of God within. Yet they took my crucifixion, a moment meant to show love's triumph over death, and turned it into a symbol of pain and division.
Santa nodded solemnly, listening intently as Jesus continued.
I've sent messengers, century after century, to help them understand, to remind them that my message wasn't about building religions or creating walls between one another. It wasn't about rituals, statues, or my suffering. It was about opening their hearts, about unity and divine love. But no one listens. They cling to the cross as if my death defines me, instead of my life. They've made my sacrifice a justification for division, and it breaks my heart.
Jesus looked deeply at Santa, his divine sadness mingled with confusion.
Why do they cling to what causes so much pain? Why do they choose division over unity?
Santa sighed, his usually cheerful demeanor shadowed with despair.
Jesus, I've been asking myself similar questions. I was created as a symbol of joy, to spread your message of love and generosity. My purpose was to bring light to dark winters, to remind families of the simple happiness that comes from giving. And for centuries, I did just that. I was the spirit of Christmas, the embodiment of kindness. But look at me now.
His voice grew firmer, tinged with frustration.
For the past 100 years, they've turned me into a mascot for consumerism. I've become a tool for multinational companies, plastered on billboards and used to sell toys, drinks, and everything in between. Do they not see? I'm not here to sell products. I'm here to remind them of you, to remind them of love and togetherness. But no one listens.
Santa's eyes brimmed with unshed tears as he asked,
Why are they enjoying this? Why have they traded meaning for materialism and joy for profit? Why do they celebrate Christmas as a holiday of excess when it was meant to honor your teachings?
Jesus lowered his gaze, watching the world below, where Christmas lights blinked over crowded malls and bustling markets.
It's as if humanity has forgotten why they're here. They were created to love, to grow, to find the divine spark within themselves. Instead, they've filled the void with distractions, symbols and traditions emptied of their true meaning. They glorify my death, but ignore my life. They celebrate Christmas, but forget the message you bring.
Santa placed a hand on Jesus' shoulder, his voice trembling.
Sometimes I wonder, is humanity still there? Is the love, the compassion, the connection, has it all vanished? Has humanity finished itself?
Jesus turned to him, his expression a mix of sadness and hope.
No, Santa, humanity isn't finished. It's buried, hidden beneath layers of fear, ego, and greed, but it's not gone. Look closer.
Together they gazed at the earth. In the midst of the chaos, they saw a man giving his coat to a freezing stranger, a child pulling their parents to light a candle in a quiet chapel, a family gathered around a modest table, holding hands and whispering words of gratitude.
So it's still there, hidden in the cracks?
Yes, but it's faint and the noise of the world drowns it out. We must continue to whisper to their hearts. I will remind them that God is not in their divisions, but in their unity. That the cross I carried wasn't meant to divide, but to heal. And you, Santa, you must rekindle the joy that comes from giving, not receiving.
I'll remind them that Christmas isn't about me or the gifts under the tree. It's about the joy of connection, the warmth of family, and the light of love. But how do we make them listen, Jesus? How do we awaken their hearts?
Not all will listen, my friend, but some will. We plant the seeds and trust in their growth. Each act of kindness, each moment of love, it ripples outward, touching lives in ways we may never see. Humanity is fragile, but it is also resilient.
Then I'll keep trying. I'll be more than a mascot. I'll be the spirit of generosity I was meant to be. And you?
I will keep whispering. To every heart, I will remind them you are not separate from God. Love is your purpose, and unity is your destiny. Not all will listen, my friend, but some will. We plant the seeds and trust in their growth. Each act of kindness, each moment of love, it ripples outward, touching lives in ways we may never see. Humanity is fragile, but it is also resilient.
Then I'll keep trying. I'll be more than a mascot. I'll be the spirit of generosity I was meant to be. And you?
I will keep whispering. To every heart, I will remind them you are not separate from God. Love is your purpose, and unity is your destiny.
It's okay, Mom, I love you.
Well, that's a start.
One heart at a time, and so from their seat in the heavens they continue to watch, to guide, and to whisper, waiting for humanity to listen.
Humanity's light is not extinguished, only dimmed. The divine message of love and generosity still lives, waiting to be remembered by those who choose to hear it. Will you listen? As we come to the end of our journey with Jesus and Santa Claus, remember that the spirit of love and generosity is within us all. It's a light that can illuminate the darkest of times. If you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and Happy Christmas. Let us carry this message forward, spreading kindness and joy, one heart at a time.